Hello, welcome to another Dominion game. Let's take a look. We've got Harsh Winter, which is pretty annoying. Uh, and I will go ahead and talk about the kingdom while they take a break. Capitalism activates Tea House and Broker. So there are also, you can play those during the treasures phase. We have the seal, lets you play things as that. So I can actually play Broker during the treasure phase. So that makes me want to open Watchtower Broker. Um, Woodworkers Guild lets me spend a favor to trash an action carve my hand and gain an action. Okay, so in that case, I kind of want to open with Watchtower Groom. I want to get a bunch of plazas. Um, and then build my way up to Innkeeper. And it's just Silver Groom then. I don't know. Thinning is gonna be useful, but like there's Forum, there's Plaza, so like you can make some stuff happen without it. So that's my analysis here. Um, the Groom lets us get cheap actions that we can spend favors to buy, I guess is the issue. Uh, so I think I'm opening Watchtower Groom, and then if I collide them, I just turn the Groom into a tea house probably, or a Forum. Forum's going to be a quite nice card. So I think it's my plan: Watchtower Groom, and then try to turn the horses into things. Um, and then I'll pick up some plazas. Broker can turn my estates into favors in a little bit of time, and I can top deck stuff with Watchtower Groom as well, which could be nice. Innkeeper could be useful too. Um, and Swashbuckler should be able to get that to work. So I think that is my plan here. Watchtower Groom. It is an odd opening, I think, but I think the combination of Capitalism, Woodworkers Guild, I think it's mostly Woodworkers Guild I'm looking at, and a little bit of Harsh Winter. Harsh Winter does give you 2 debt every turn with Swashbuckler with the treasure chest. That's a weird interaction for sure. Uh, I think Groom and Broker both make sense to me. I would be surprised at anything else. Um, and I can seal this Watchtower, but I think I'm. This is just such a bad 2. If I draw 3 and don't hit anything, though, I think I'm just passing turn. Taking a tea house because it's worth quite a bit of money. Okay, well that's a full dud, I guess, but it gives me 5, so I can hit a Forum now to let me cycle through and play my Groom more often. Wow, my estates are glued together. That's really brutal. I think I'm playing this and I'm going to seal the Forum and buy a litter, something like that. That's what seal does, right? It lets me top deck. Yeah. Oh, there's a horse down there too, so I can maybe. Well, then I'm not sure what I want to do. Because I have a horse and no, the horse is in the discard pile. Okay. We'll seal that and buy a litter and top deck it, or buy another Forum. I think litter. I do have a. Yeah, I think Forum is the best thing to top deck. Um, Now I want to pick up a Swashbuckler. This was a strange. They're out of terminals. But we can't build up coffers for the Swashbuckler, which I guess we will do. Let's keep playing the Forum. And then I think that bottom card is what? It's another estate, perhaps. We're going to gain a Plaza and a Swashbuckler. And immediately draw it dead. Awesome. And we won't even gain any coffers. So we'll just top deck a broker. I don't even want to top deck it, do I? I don't even think I want to top deck it. I'm really, really frustrated with that draw there. My opponent had a pretty bad draw on their turn 6. Oh, they trashed their Swashbuckler for actions. That's odd, I think. I do have horses down here for hand size increase. And if I end up triggering a bad shuffle, I can buy something to put on top of the deck. But I think I'm okay triggering the shuffle. I've got a Plaza in there and a Swashbuckler. Play the Swashbuckler. Broker the estate for cards, I suppose. Okay, so I gotta play this horse, and we get to 7. So I can play Tea House and Broker during my action phase. That's worth noting. What do I want to do here? I need to continue to increase my hand size. I have 3 villages and 3 terminals, so I think I'm just gonna buy a Swashbuckler. Actually, I gained a village this turn, right? Is that bottom card a village? Gains a Plaza. So I have my bottom card is a Plaza, so I'm going to gain a Swashbuckler then and top deck it. Oh, I don't actually get to top deck it, but I can gain a Swashbuckler. Because I didn't click Wave of the Seal. Okay, Harsh Winter's in play. That's going to be annoying for whoever gets Harsh Wintered. This turn I'm going to try to take the treasure chest, I guess? I'm not sure. So at the end of this turn, knowing I had a Plaza down there, I should have sealed it and top decked a Swashbuckler, I think. But I'm not sure. And there was no plus buy here. Groom is gaining cards, but I mean, there's plus buy on the forum. I think I do actually want to do that. Oh, ooh. 4 cards. Tea House. Ugh. This is just brutal. I have so much to draw for. Okay. So what are we doing? I feel like I have just like a bajillion villages in my deck. We'll take 1 Watchtower just to have it back so I can top deck stuff more easily without Way of the Seal. And do some gain and play stuff if I need to. I'm pretty sure there are 2 villages in those bottom 2 cards. Oh, could I have trashed? No, because Broker drew. Yeah, because that was drawn off of the Groom T, so I couldn't have even done that. And even if I'd tried to cantrip with the gaining an estate, it wouldn't have worked. I feel like I'm having very unfortunate draws here. I think I will discard. So I can draw to the end of this shuffle here, which is nice. Like gain a something, gain a broker, and draw to the end of the shuffle. I don't want to trash or top deck, I don't think. I will top deck the horse, I guess. Tea House is good. Okay, how many cards have we discarded? Way too many cards to draw through, right? No, I think we're actually somehow we're actually drawing through here. Discard 2. Broker, trash, and estate. To draw 2. And then okay, we screwed this up. That is okay. So I can, yeah, this will not, there'll be no discard cards in my pile. That's fine. Okay. 8 and 6 coffers. I haven't bought Capitalism, that's why it's not working. But it only applies to 2 things. I don't really see why that's useful. I'm gonna take a province. And put 2 dead in the pile. Yeah, this is a much better draw to start with. It's not clear to me that the treasure chest is actually a thing I want to take, to be honest. Okay. We're looking to broker trash the broker, I think. Okay, we took the treasure chest. Not sure that I wanted it. We can always broker trash it, I guess. 4 cards. Okay, and we can play Groom to gain something. Another Groom, perhaps. And then... Yeah, like, is there a world where I buy a rebuild here? It seems completely and utterly wrong to do so. Okay. Continue. We'll top deck the horse, obviously. And buy ourselves a province. Harsh winter. Continue. Pay off the debt. Okay. I think we just can buy provinces the next 3 turns. I don't really see a way that they can stop us. They must have had a very unfortunate turn 11 here. They played an Innkeeper for +1 card. Yeah. Maybe that was greed. Maybe that was just how it goes. Unless I'm completely missing another source of gains other than rebuild. I don't see a way that they can contest this game. As long as I don't miss province, and it's very hard for me to miss province when I have 11 coffers. Woodworkers Guild? Yes. Okay. I need to get favors this turn. I need to trash for favors so I can gain a rebuild. Or a tea house or something. Rebuild is interesting because it lets me mill provinces very quickly and end the game on my terms. Why did they use coffers? They just want to click province, I assume, right? Litter. They're doing something completely different than what I'm doing. I'm really confused. Why didn't they just take a province? Okay, we're going to gain another broker, I guess. We'll just play it for him. See what happens. Swashbuckler. Okay. Somewhere in my deck is a thing that I want to gain. All right, we'll discard you for you. Okay, so we can groom a broker. We can just play Watchtower to draw a bunch of cards. Do I have stuff down there that I want to draw into? Probably. Let's see what we've got. Okay, great. So tea house. All right, so we're gonna broker this gold into favors, and then we're gonna trash into favors, and then we're going to trash this swashbuckler into rebuild. And then we're going to buy a province and continue. Is there some kind of capitalism thing that they're able to do that I'm not seeing? Does broker give you plus buys? No, it gives you gains, so you could get a bunch of favors and then gain stuff. Like, I just end the game very, very quickly with um, milling provinces, and they can only buy one per turn. And they can gain a rebuild on this turn potentially, but like they can't. They can groom for an estate. Okay, I can groom for a state now and rebuild it. That is the thing I can do. I can groom for a state and then rebuild the state into duchy and gain VP that way, but they don't have a rebuild. So like I'm pretty safe just provincing the next 2 turns. They gained a forum. Okay. Now I see. Harsh Woodworkers Guild into forum lets you double province. Clever. Except they don't have enough money. They're just gaining all the forums? What? I don't understand what their plan is here. Is there a thing that's happening that I'm not seeing? Maybe there isn't. Maybe they're doing something awesome and I just can't see it. Discard copper. Swashbuckler. Discard. Let's draw with the Watchtower. Discard. So honestly, I'm gonna gain an estate. And I mean, this is such a terrible, terrible rebuild here, sadly. I don't want to get rid of my Groom. I have 2 Grooms. I can get rid of this Groom. So okay, so we Harsh Winter Groom into Forum. And then we buy 2 provinces. We need 16, 18 money to do that. We have that. Forum. We'll top deck that 100%. Pay the debt. Buy province. Buy province. And I don't really see how they can win here. Unless I'm completely missing something, which, as chat knows, is typically the case. That I'm missing something. They cannot gain cards in the middle of the turn that I can tell. So it just seems very, very difficult for them to do things. They can turn actions into buys, but they don't have enough money to do stuff. I didn't think the Innkeeper was really that useful here. Like, it's hard to get your hand size up, and Innkeeper is making your hand size go down. Woodworkers Guild does not only gains action cards, right? So, rebuild being like the very bottom card of my deck was annoying. I had discarded so many cards that it would have been the worst shuffle in the universe to trigger. Treasure Chest seems particularly bad with Harsh Winter, but I am adding golds. And if I get a chance this turn, I will broker trash a gold for draw. And with the favors, I'm in okay shape to do that. But like, okay, so we'll discard a copper, Swashbuckler. Okay, we'll rebuild and name. We'll rebuild and name a state. And we win. Okay, nice one. Pretty happy to get that win. Not quite sure what their plan was, but did an okay job getting the win there.